Assalamualaikum Madam Jiji.
Ya, Waalaikumsalam.
Can we start now Madam Jiji?
Kejap ya. Alright, okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum to Madam Jijidiana and the rest of Avengers. Okay, so today, can you hear me? That's all Avengers. Okay, my name is Nur Farhana binti Razali and I'm your moderator for today. Okay, so how are you guys doing today? If you guys are doing fine, type down the emoji and see. I want to see the reaction, the excitement, okay, for this talk, for this environment and communication talk. Okay, everyone? Just type down, okay? Today with us, I'm very excited right now because today with us is Madam Jijidiana, who is the lecturer of communication and also head of department of modern languages and communication. She gained her bachelor of communication at UUM and gained her master degree at UITM in media and communication. Right now, she's pursuing her PhD at UNIZA. And fun fact, what she has done in for her master degree is the Malaysian newspaper coverage of climate changes. That means she's credible enough to talk about this Enviro-Talk, environment and communication, and how do these two actually related. Yes, everyone, we have an expert with us today, okay? Please tune in, everyone. So make sure that you guys tune in and ask your questions after these discussions so that after this, she can give her wisdoms and thoughts about the environment and communication. Madam, would you like to say anything that you want to add?
I want to add about my introduction or about the topic?
Introduction. Anything
okay,
that I need.
introduction. Not much. Okay, I think we have given enough introduction about me. Okay, nervous ni. I'm quite nervous, but excited at the same time. Okay, please excuse my background. My office is like this, messy, so many things to do. How are you guys?
I'm doing fine. Everyone type down what you guys are feeling right now on YouTube and also FB.
Okay, I can open my FB here, is it?
I think they are on FB.
Yeah.
We are doing that.
I cannot see the reaction here, right? So we have to enter the FB.
Oh, YouTube, I think.
Oh, FB or YouTube. Okay, can you give me a few seconds? I want to go into my FB. Facebook. Please excuse this old lady, everyone. Quite slow. Can you hear me? Oh, all right, okay. Okay, Farah pula dah. Cuma main je ni. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about environment and communication and how these two actually related. Okay, yeah. So actually I have prepared something about environmental communication because I have put a little bit research on it. Okay. Environmental communication, the term does exist, but people misunderstood the concept. Some people think that only those who learn environment and nature are the ones who credible enough to talk about it. For example,
Mm-hmm.
those who are learning nature, ecology, zoology, zootopia. No, just kidding. Zoology are the ones who credible enough to talk about it, not people, the normal people like us. But that is actually misunderstood concept. And in fact, normal people like us can talk about it too. Thus, this highlight the importance of how we can approach the subject of environment to the rest of the public. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
Madam Gigi,
Okay.
so here's the first question, Madam Gigi.
All right.
Yes, are you excited, Madam
Good thing.
Gigi?
No,
No. Okay, first
I'm
question.
scared. Okay, okay, yeah.
What is
Okay,
environmental communication actually? What's the concept of this term actually, Madam Gigi?
okay. It's like apa, asking exam questions kan, but I'm the one who are being asked lah, not you guys lah kan, yeah. Alright. Okay, yeah. Okay, Assalamualaikum. First of all, Assalamualaikum everyone, and thank you for inviting me to give not a talk, just a sharing session, yeah, between about environmental communication, environmental issues, yeah. First of all, congratulations. I think you guys choose quite an important topic that sometimes some people tend to not focus much on this environmental issue. Okay, this is a topic that is important, but sometimes people don't focus much because they feel that this is not as important as other issues lah. Yeah. All right. Back to your questions. Okay, when you ask me what is environmental communication, so it's actually a normal communication. Okay, when you go as a communication students, and for those who are not a communication students, I think we all know the basic concept of communication. Yeah. So the basic concept of communication is you have the communication itself is to convey the message. You have something you want to share with other people, then you have that message. So that is when the communication process occurs, right? Okay. However, okay, the message is the element that makes a difference. Yeah,
Hmm.
you can have a marketing message where you promote things to other people, okay, or you can have a normal conversation with your friends. Sometimes you want to ask your friends to go for lunch, or you want to ask your friends to go for a movie. Yeah, nanti habis PKP you can go for a movie. Alright, okay. That one is another the message. Tapi when we mention about environmental communication, the message itself brings a difference. Okay, so it can the sender or the person who convey the message can be anyone, can be anybody, as long as
Hmm.
you have your message nampak okay. To communicate about environmental communication, we can see there are a lot of celebrity out there who maybe don't have a background, formal studies on environmental issue. They don't have any orang kata apa scientific experience ke they are not scientists, they are celebrity, but they have major or a lot of concern in environmental issues, so they equip themselves with environmental knowledge, and then they convey the environmental message to the audience. So you don't have to be a scientist, you don't have to be to have a formal education on environmental issue to be able to communicate about the environmental message to the public. And like I mentioned, the environmental communication is the message about environmental issue. So we have to understand that when we mentions about environmental communication, the message that I've mentioned earlier have a goal. Every communication process has a goal. Sometimes we don't realize because in our daily life, daily routine, we don't really put a specific message in our mind, but we actually have a specific objective of the message of the communication, but we don't realize. Sometimes you want
Yeah.
to ask your friends to go for lunch. You already have that what do we call objective or the aim. Nak ajak dia keluar pergi lunch. Contohnya, that is your aim, but we don't realize that. Okay, so in environmental, in a formal setting or in a formal way, we also have that one. We realize, we realize that we have an objective. So the goal or the objective of environmental communication is to identify, to identify and promote a better practices that can be done by us, the human being, the Khalifah of the earth, to take care of the environment. So that is the main issue or the main goal of the environmental communication. We need to equip people, we need to tell people about the knowledge about what is environmental issue, why environmental issue is important, and how, the most importantly is how we as an individual, as a Khalifah of the earth, can help to reduce this problem. I'm sure you know that we are in an era where we have a lot of environmental problem, climate change, is worsening years by years. We can see that the ice in the Arctic, iceberg in the Arctic the melt. You can see that the polar bear is affected by this. The ozone layer is damaged. And pollution, we have air pollution, water pollution. All this is actually a main and a major problem, but sometimes we tend to make, we don't see it as a big issue because we think it is a normality. Biasalah buang sampah merata-rata. Sungai tu memang kotor dah. Tapi actually we don't realize. We don't realize that this is the issue that will damage us and damage the future, the future generation. Alright. So that's it about the concept of environmental communication. So environmental communication, this issue, it is not only focusing on the people who have a formal education on the issue, on environmental background, but it can also be in many other area in communication itself, how we communicate environmental message to the public, and on psychology, sociology, political aspects can also communicate or can also focus environmental issue as part of the key message that they need to focus. All right? Okay.
Understood, madam. Thank you.
All
Yeah, that
right.
means everyone is responsible, right, madam? Everyone is
Yeah.
responsible for this. Everyone
Yes,
is
everyone is
responsible.
responsible. Everyone is responsible. We cannot put this on the government only. Or we cannot put this, this is apa tu, what do we call that? The scientists need to come up with the solution. They need to create some robot or something to cure, to solve the problem. No, it's us. Like what
Yeah,
we mentioned by one of the viewer, the environmental is us. It defines who we are. The cleaner the environment, it shows that we care a lot about the environment. If you have sampah everywhere, the rubbish is everywhere, it
mhm,
shows that you don't care about the cleanliness. It's who we are. So it's our responsibility. We cannot just put it on one person or one individual's responsibility. It's us. We are in this together. Gitu.
yes. For the betterment of us. Yes, madam.
Yes,
I agree.
inshallah, right?
Alright. So the
Okay.
next point is that
Uh-huh.
conflict has arisen about environmental changes. There are those who don't believe in climate changes at all and call themselves as environmental skepticisms. They say that it's okay if something happened to us, we can go to Mars. That's what they say. One of the reasons why this one group of people exists is because they say that the ineffective environmentalist talk, they say that we are exaggerating about climate changes. At least that's how they try to portray it. How do we deliver the message about the environment to the public effectively, madam?
Okay, thank you. You see, there are billions of people in this world. Of course they come from different background, they come from different upbringing. Sometimes they have different mindset and different thoughts. Okay, sometimes we cannot change everyone. Okay, uh, we cannot control what's in their mind and how they see something. Okay, uh, yeah lah, there are certain people who maybe have different perceptions to something on some issues. Yeah, there are certain people who says that the earth is flat. Kan, ini kan pula what we say apa, on environmental issue. But I think, not that I think, but there are a lots of evidence in the media. You can see in the media, in the social media, in the mainstream media. You can see there are a lot of evidence about environmental issue, about the effects of the our recklessness. Okay, the effects of our recklessness and what has it done to the earth. All right. So for things like, if we want to change the people who don't want to accept the facts that we are having a lot of environmental issue, a lot of problems. Okay, it's our role to not giving up. We have to constantly, okay, we have to constantly shows people, okay, we have to constantly show people, keep on updating about the facts, okay, not something that you create. Sometimes you watch a movies kan, tengok movies Wall-E or the apa tu yang the big wave tu kan, set nak tengok lah. Dia buat macam dalam kelas kan, alright, what movie, the day after tomorrow, tak ingat, there's a lots of movie on environmental issue kan, ya. Tapi that is, people, if they watch the movies, they feel that this is some this is not the reality, but they forgot that this is the facts lah. In reality, this is the fact, maybe not as what you see in the movie, but this is a fact. This is the fact. Okay, so keep on showing the information. Find the right approach. Okay, the right approach to deliver convey the message to these people. You cannot force them. Okay, you have to use the right way, subtle way to share the information, so that they know. All right, okay. Slowly they accept the fact that we are in a big problem. Big problem. Okay.
Yeah, we are a big problem, but they don't understand the concept yet, especially because of how many people actually very very bold, and saying, oh,
Yeah.
there's no climate changes at all. I mean, like, how I don't even know how they can think about that they can
Yeah.
come into that conclusion.
Yeah, because you see these days, if the weather is hot, it's really hot, kan? And then if you look at the media, the social media, you type, you can just type, you just Google about the Arctic, the Antarctic, ke apa tu,
Mm,
you can see how it has affected apa tu, the environment. Not only us human being lah, but also other creation, Allah's creation tu. Okay,
yes,
yeah.
madam. All right. So the next question: are these environmental
Berapa markah
campaigns?
dapat ni? Banyak
Oh,
question ni.
oh, many, madam, more than 100 you can get.
More than 100 marks. So I
More
can
than
get an
100.
A lah, eh.
Yes. So the next
Alright,
question is
yeah.
that, are these environmental campaigns effective in spreading awareness? Like we have seen, oh, for example, from in my experience, Tesco, they have this on Thursday and not Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, they have this campaign where you have to bring your own plastic bag, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I've been chased out from the house because the way I have to carry all of the items back to my car. So do you
Yeah.
think that this campaign actually effective in spreading awareness?
Okay. Now, there are certain campaign that works, but certain campaign that does not work. Okay. When we talk about campaign that works, we can see that during zaman COVID ni kan, campaign pakai mask, things like that, it works. Yeah, why? Because people, it is repetitive, it is dia punya message to really straight to the point, you tunjuk tu, people are scared, people see the effects, okay, so they are scared. People, when we are scared, then we tend to follow the rules lah, kan, yeah, alright, follow the advice, we change our behavior. go out without our face mask, so we feel like what you said lah, you feel threatened. Okay. Certain campaign, certain campaign that does not really work. Okay. Now, we talk about environmental campaign, and there's a lot of environmental campaign. Campaign Kita Semula, Go Green campaign. Okay. Now, when I was in standard 2, darjah 2, darjah 3, something like that, I still remember this campaign about sungai tu. Yang dia ada cintailah sungai kita or something like that, a song in the movie, ada campaign, you know. At that time, I was 8 years old, 7 or 8 years old. This campaign about environmental ni is already there, were already there, kan? Yeah? But still, you see, sungai is still being polluted. There's still lots of rubbish in the river. Okay, you still have a lot of people throwing rubbish everywhere. Campaign Kita Semula, the recycle bin is full with unnecessary garbage. They put sauce keropok leko in the recycle bin. They put unnecessary things in the recycle bin. So I want to ask you this. Do you think that campaign, looking at the environment, yes, campaign Cintailah Sungai Kita, looking at the situation, do you think the environmental campaign works?
Not really.
What about the rest? What about you guys? Do you think it works? Looking at the situation, looking at how we behave after the government spends a lot of money to create the awareness, but do you think it works?
Comment down below, everyone. Comment down. Oh, Sungai Kelantan not good condition.
Okay. Not only in Kelantan, actually, everywhere. Sometimes you go nearby the river, you close your nose on to the why? It smells so bad. Okay. It's so unfortunate because the government spends a lot of money to create a campaign. Okay. So why it didn't work? Why it didn't work? First is us, because we don't see it important. Betul tak? Macam pakai mask tadi, we feel that, oh, this is important. It's going to threaten our life. Kan? So, you guna that, fear appeal tu ada in the campaign. Okay? Now, talking about campaign, there are many appeals that you can apply in creating or delivering, conveying the messages to the public. Sometimes we can use, fear appeal to create that awareness. Okay, we not that we want to threaten people, but we want them to really see what happened. But I think it's already shown. Right. Okay. So what you can do is, all right, I remember, I'm not sure whether this is I think we as a Muslims, we've heard this story before about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam grandchildren, Hassan and Hussein. Saidina Hassan and Hussein or Hassan and Hussein only? Ni live ni orang nampak I cakap salah ni, naya ni.
I think Saidina, madam.
Saidina Hassan, Saidina Hussein, alaihi salam. Okay, now remember this story when they see, when they want to take wudu and they see this elderly, wants to take wudu too, and then the man, the cara dia ambil wudu tu is not in the right order, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So instead of telling that man, pakcik ambil uduk salah ni contohnya, okay. So what Saidina Ali and Saidina Hussein did was, they asked the pakcik, they asked the elderly man to monitor them. They said, pakcik, bukanlah macam ni dia cakap, contoh lah ya. Pakcik boleh tak tengok kami ambil uduk, betul ke salah. So dia ambil uduk and then that man realised, oh okay, I ambil uduk salah tadi. Okay, so now instead of telling people, telling the society, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. This is what you can do to save the environment. Now you show them what can they do to save the environment. Okay, now the campaign about the plastic straw. Where's the camera? A plastic straw. Can okay. I think it works. I think it works. Why? Because it receive a lot of Ya Allah. They receive a lot of cooperation from the apa ni, they receive a lot of cooperation from other restaurant, other companies. So the company apa dia buat? And they take away all the plastic straw. There's no straw, kan? No straw. Pergi McD, where's straw? No straw. Okay, so you show them, no straw. Kalau you duduk letak straw kat situ, okay, don't take the straw. It's going to, not good for the penyu, not good for the environment. Orang, they still take it. Okay, but if you show it, you do it, do it together. Yeah, paper straw, okay. Sebelum ni plastic straw kan, ni paper straw. Okay, bila you take it out, barulah orang pun, then people learn. Okay, this is, we don't use a straw anymore, contoh. So maybe another approach that you can use lah, is by telling people, showing people, okay, how to do it. Not just telling people what they can do, but how to do it. Okay, wallahu alam. Yeah, hopefully it works lah.
It works for paper
Okay.
straw. It works.
InsyaAllah paper straw, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Terbangak-bangak cari, where's the straw? Where's the straw? Okay.
Yes. I have to drink with paper now. Alright,
You
madam.
have to drink the paper. Oh, you don't need paper at all. You can just drink straight direct from the cup. Betul tak?
Oh,
Kalau kat
sometimes
rumah
people
pun
don't
you
like that.
drink direct from the cup, right? Yeah. Then if you're at home, you don't ask your mom, where's the straw, mama? Mak, mana straw ni? Straw ni, mak? Apa kalau Kelantan tu apa? Peleting. Where's the peleting? Kan? Tak ada, you drink direct from the cup, betul tak? So, yeah, if it's safe, then if you are confident, then you can drink direct from the cup, betul tak? Yeah?
Yes, it's all about the mindset, madam.
Yes, exactly, the mindset, our mindset, because we are not used to this environmental practices and environmental activity, okay? So that's why we are not used. But it's our job to, what do we call that? To normalize this practice. Yeah? A new, what do we call that? Tumpah nanti madam. Alah, kau bukan budak umur 2 tahun kan? Pakai beep tumpah. Be careful lah, unless you are driving lah. When you are driving, then don't drink while drive. What? Don't drink when driving.
Dangerous.
Okay, alright.
Thank
Okay.
you, madam. Okay, next question, madam.
Jangan susah sangat. Takut tak boleh jawab ni. Malu kan?
It's okay, madam. I'll still give you 100 marks, no matter how.
You give 100 mark, netizen give me negative 100. Mana?
Okay, madam. The fourth question, madam.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Could you tell us more about the media's role in
Cannot.
spreading awareness? Madam. But I still want to ask. Could you tell us
Okay,
more
yeah.
about the media's role in spreading awareness about environmental changes? Media's role, madam.
Media's role lah, not your role lah.
No, my role, no.
I ada banyak kawan-kawan media ni. Nanti kalau I cakap kan marah dia orang Hopefully they're not watching this lah. Okay, now like I mentioned earlier, okay, it is everybody's role, okay? It's everybody's responsibility to take care of the environment. Okay, not only focusing on one individuals or one parties. Okay, however, dia ada however tu. However, okay, we know that media, okay, has what do we call that? Significant effects in changing the behavior, in changing the perception. Okay, people tend to believe on what. Not believe lah. Nowadays, people ataupun society, they have lots or more knowledge compared to before, kan? However, whatever you brings or you put in the media, at least has a tendency, some percentage in shaping the opinion, shaping the what do we call that? Knowledge of not knowledge, behavior of the audience. So what for me, even though everybody else, including us, has a significant role in changing ataupun in improving the environmental the pollution lah, climate change lah, semua ni everybody has the same role, but the media has extra role. Okay, they have extra role in telling people, in changing, influencing people about orang kata apa, environmental issue ni. Okay, so when we talk about media, ni cakap kelas lah pula kan. When we talk about media, we have to understand that media has different, there are many types of media kan, ingat ya, you have the traditional types of media, and also nowadays you have the social media or new media lah ya. So social media is under the new media. So different types of media, they have different role. Sorry, not different role, different types of audience. Okay, different types of, they have the same role. What are their role? Three important roles of the media: to inform, they want to inform, they have the role to inform, to educate, and also to entertain. Betul ada gegar vaganza lah apa semua tu kan. Okay, alright. Okay, to entertain, to educate, to inform. Tak kisahlah whether you are the traditional media, print media, poster, semua tu, you have the same functions. If you are mass media, radio, television, they have the same function. Same goes to the internet, the new media, social media, YouTube, Facebook kan. You guys using the social media to get information. We are using the social media to get our entertainment. Okay, so now, in order we to communicate the message about climate change, media ni dia punya role is to spread awareness. How to spread awareness? Through the focus. Dia ada satu teori ni, there's one theory about media ni, agenda setting as well as the framing theory. Okay, so I think media should really look into these theories and make it into practice. The same way they are focusing on other issue, I think they can also focusing on environmental issue as how they focus on other issues. Macam sekarang ni, like what in current situation, media really shows their concern, not their concern lah, their focus on health issue, especially on COVID-19, right? So maybe they can use the same way, the same approach in communicating about environmental issue. I remember there's one time we have this one journalist or wartawan from TV3. Do you remember the name? Karam Singh Malia. Do you remember?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Karam Singh
I don't
Walia or Karam Singh Walia. Ya Allah, I'm so sorry if I got your name wrong, sir. Okay, all right. So, does anyone know the real name? I don't remember. I'm so sorry.
someone say
Okay.
yes.
Yeah?
Someone say yes. Oh, many say yes.
Many say yes, yeah.
Yes.
I know you remember, okay? You should remember him because he always do his coverage on environmental issue, especially when there's a pollution. Karam Singh Walia, okay, thank you, Anis Adeline, all right? Yeah, he always focus on pollution issue. Okay, kalau ada sungai tercemar ke apa ke, so he would report that in TV3, and he always ended. I remember him because he always ended his coverage, his news coverage. Yes, when end with pantun. Our moderator ni, you are coming from which era ni? Tahu kan Somalia ni?
I don't watch TV anymore, madam.
Aduh. Okay, all right. So I think that is a creative way and a unique way that is applied by the media to report on environmental issue. It create awareness. Dia macam kalau kata bahasa Melayu ni, dia kata buka mata. English kata ke eye opener? I tak tahulah, takut salah kan?
I think yes, eye opener.
Yeah, eye opener.
Yeah.
Okay, it is an eye opener. Okay. Yes, his signature gesture. Macam tu kan? There's a camera. Macam tu kan? Yeah, alright. That is a unique way. Now you want to create something awareness. You want people to focus on you have to have a signature look, not the signature look, a signature action gesture, or maybe something else unique that make people remember you. I think it's been a while since Karam Singh Walia is reporting in the TV, but still I can still remember him. Farhana tak tahulah dia kan, Farhana ni.
Don't watch
Okay.
TV.
Tapi do you remember about Sungai Kim?
Oh,
Last year
Suhakim.
Sungai Kim. Yes, issue pollution on the environment tu kalau Karam Singh Walia ada tu,
Oh,
pantun lagi tu kan, mesti report. Ini kan kita nampak benda tu ringkas, senang, tak ada apa-apa, no problem, but it's actually a big problem. You see how does the pollution Karam Singh Walia tu on air on air. Okay, how the reports help to apa tu create awareness. People at that time have awareness on environmental issue. Thanks to him lah. Alright. Okay.
thanks to him, people aware. Yes, madam. True.
Yeah, that's why I hope by doing these activities that people, especially your generation yang itu sangat your generation, our future generation can have more awareness on this issue. Yeah?
Yes, madam.
InsyaAllah.
Talking about future
Wait,
generation.
ada lagi soalan?
Yes, ada question, madam. Not last one. Until we complete 1 hour, then we're gonna go anywhere,
Okay,
madam.
1 hour.
Yes.
Nanti ada Q&A ni, habis dah lalu.
Madam, this is the only chance we can talk to you, madam. Okay.
This is you see me every week. But you
But this
switch off
talking
your
about...
video. That's why you cannot see me.
Alright, madam. Let's focus to the next question, madam. Okay. Talking
Alright.
about future generation, right, madam? We
dia?
always heard future generation, yes, madam.
Future generation, okay.
We always heard that we have to build a better future for the next generation. But this next generation must have their own rules too. What are the rules of you in saving the earth? Yes, that's the question, madam. What are the rules of you?
If you
Yes.
ask me that question, the answer is just one: change. Okay, youth is, of course, youth is the future generation. Okay, so if you ask me, the role, it goes the same. Same with the role is similar with other people's. Okay, you need to change, but how do you need to change? First is by having that awareness. You must be aware that environmental issue is important. Okay, this is not some sidekick issue that we choose because, I think people don't talk much about environment, so we want to talk about environment. No. Okay. You see, like what you mentioned just now, mindset and lifestyle need to be changed. Okay, our mindset, our lifestyle need to be changed. If you ask about lifestyle, of course, it's not easy to change our lifestyle. I myself pun, sometimes it's hard for me to change our lifestyle. We go to kedai, we order teh or ais, pakcik bagi in the plastic bag, we get balik, hisap buang. Betul? Kan? Betul kan? Sekali sedut je habis air tu, you balik kan? You throw away the plastic. But sometimes to change this mindset and lifestyle, we have to start it by ourselves lah. Why not? You can buy the, what we call that, recycle or reusable cup. Okay? Then you can go to the kedai, ask them, pakcik, can you put my teh or ice? You say, janganlah kau pergi speaking dengan pakcik tu kan. Dia kata, budak ni. Kan? Pakcik, nak beli teh or ice, boleh letak tak dalam gelas saya ni? Okay? That is what we do actually. Okay? It's actually started with my best friend, tua-tua ni, best friend with my friend. Okay? She's a very environmental cautious person. Okay? So she has this reusable cup. So every time we go for a coffee cup, she always bring her cup. I have the cup here. This is the cup that we use. Okay. Right. So we go to kedai. We want to have coffee. Ni dia ada different size. Ni bukan promote I bukan agent ke apa dengan tak ada overclaim product. No. I'm just bau coffee lah sikit. Okay. So you can use this cup. You can buy everywhere lah. Okay. Alright, so we always put our drink here, okay, in the cup. Okay, so you you boleh cuci and then you can use it again. You don't have to use the plastic, kan? I have this, ada air ni, we go to Starbucks ke contohnya, that is a different type, kan? So we always, ni ada air ni dalam ni, okay, alright? So we can use this. At first, when we started doing this, people are quite not reluctant, macam quite reluctant lah. Ada ke nak letak dalam ni? Tapi jangan malu lah. Jangan malu lah. Boleh tak saya nak letak air dalam ni? Mula-mula dia macam, benda ni? Benda muat ke? Jadi kita pakai kata, tak apalah, isilah sekadar cukup je, tak apa. Kan? Lama-lama dia dah biasa. Then they are used to it. When we go to this one, I remember a few days ago, we went to this one coffee shop. So the first thing that they asked me, do you bring your cup? Ada in the bag. Okay, so that is how you change. That is your role. Okay, you put aside you punya rasa malu ke apa ke, you just start it. You pergi kedai, you can always bring your apa benda tu, recycle bag tu kan. You put everything, your groceries in the recycle bag. You don't use that, what do we call that? Plastic bags. Okay. Right, try lah. Maybe we cannot change everything. Maybe we cannot totally change our lifestyle. I've seen in Instagram, there's one quite famous individuals married to one really famous individuals. They said shampoo semua pun they use from recycle and environmental friendly material. They don't buy shampoo that comes in a plastic container tu. Okay, that is I'm not saying extreme, but that is really orang kata apa, taking care of the environment. If we cannot act up to that extent, at least we change in the level in a way that we can. But at least we have to change it. We do the changes. Okay? Alright.
Yes. Or what we call it small step is still a victory, madam, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. At least you take the step. At least you take the step. Ya, betul Puan. Boleh dicuba insyaAllah. Kalau bekas-bekas macam promo kan. Bekas-bekas macam ni ada yang mahal. There are expensive cup that can cost you up to hundreds of ringgit, 60, 80 ringgit. But at the same time, you can find this cup that cost you around 20, 30 ringgit. Belas-belas ringgit pun ada. At least you have this kind of cup that you can go to kedai, and if you want to tapau air, tapau makanan, kita orang perempuan, we bought a lot of Tupperware, right? Okay, we go to my house, my mom, she has a lot of Tupperware in our house. Okay, so we want to go to tapau things, tapau food, so we bring our own container. We don't use that polystyrene. Lagipun polystyrene is not good for us, kan? So you can just, ask them to put in the container. It's okay. Kalau if people say, we don't think about people perception. Sometimes dia tak biasa. Okay? But if we keep on doing it, other people keep on doing it, so why not? Dia pun mungkin akan jadi kebiasaan. You nak tapau, mana nak tahu there's one day, ada orang buat kedai makan, okay? You want for tapau, you bring your own container untuk bungkus. Manalah kita nak tahu kan? So if we can see that, then that is an orang kata extremely good actions lah. Yeah.
Definitely, madam. I agree. 100%.
I want to see your cup after this.
Oh. I have to buy on Shopee then, madam. Okay.
Yeah, Shopee ke Lazada ke kan. 12 dah tak ada. I'm not sure whether we have one ke apa nanti kan. Looking forward lah tau.
Yes, madam. Definitely.
Alright,
madam. This is the last question from Ben, madam. Ben students want to ask a question.
Questions, okay.
Okay, this is what they say. What is the best way to communicate about the environment to the elders, such as our parents or other elder family members, madam? How?
Okay, it goes back to what your previous questions, how to communicate things with the public. And sometimes we know that our parents, they have been living for 40, 50, 60 years kan. So they are not used to it. Janganlah balik rumah kata, apa mak ni minum air bekas plastik, tak jaga environment ni. Kalau air tu jadi tu kepuk lah, nak derhaka ni kan. But lead by example. Okay, you show. Yeah, macam my friends, she has the Stojo cup. So if she wants to buy food for her mom pun, she would put in her cup. So, and then consequently, our family members, sometimes when we want to influence people, is through our actions, right? So when they see the good things that we do, they would love to try, kan? And they want to try. So that is how you can influence your parents and influence maybe your family, kan? So your family pula nanti maybe they will influence your friends, kan? So dia macam dominoes effect lah, dia spread
Oh,
macam tu.
I don't know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
shows by examples. Yeah, you show by example. You lead by examples. Maybe slowly you buy the cup for your parents. Mama, ayah, need to know that at first maybe people they will feel reluctant, maybe they will feel not comfortable because they are not used to it, but the keyword here is don't give up. You keep on showing, keep on talking, sembang-sembang santai kata orang, janganlah bawa fakta. Menurut ni 1992, ayah dengar ni ayah, menurut they say ayah tu ayah pun kata apa budak ni buat khutbah Jumaat hari Isnin kan. Alright, so just through action. So seronok macam tu je. Okay, alright. And,
True, madam.
biasakan juga bila kita pergi keluar nak buang sampah ke, if you have plastik ke apa ke, kalau nak buang sampah, buang elok-elok lah. Okay. I live in Seberang Taking, Kuala Terengganu. Okay, what I see dekat drawbridge, we have drawbridge kan, dekat drawbridge, there's a lot of sampah everywhere. I don't understand how people can throw sampah just like that. Okay, dekat betul tepi-tepi laut, tepi-tepi pantai. Dia bukan saja sakit mata memandang, tapi bila you have lots of sampah, you have lots of rubbish, dia ada banyak flies, dia akan affects our health and environment as well kan ya. So if there's no, let's say lah, there's no rubbish bin or dustbin ke apa bin kan ya, bring your sampah home and throw it properly. Okay, janganlah buang sampah merata-rata tu. I really hope that people who are watching this, I hope please, okay, if we go out for a picnic, make sure we take really good care of our sampah-sampah tu. Okay, you don't just leave it like there. Don't feel that tak apa nanti ada makcik sampah akan kutip. No, kita pun kesian kat dia, and at the same time it's really not good for the environment and our health as well. Yeah. Okay.
I agree, madam. True. Okay, everyone. Do you have any question? Somebody asked a question, madam. Okay,
Aduh.
somebody
I hope I
mentioned.
can answer the question. Yeah.
Inshallah, madam. Do you think it's possible for us to do that in Indonesia? Because we are Tip Dengkil, they have this campaign called BYOC, bring your own container.
Oh,
Very great.
BYOC.
Yes,
Macam
bring your own
K-pop lah.
container. Oh, yeah, sound like K-pop group, madam.
BYOC, bring your own container. Oh, alright,
Yes.
that's good. Bring your own. Oh, alright. Okay.
So the
So
question is,
what was the question again?
do you think it's possible for us to do that in Indonesia?
Yes, why
BYOC.
not? Yeah, why not? Okay. Why not? Okay, you start. Of course, you have the students' body. We have our HEPA. Maybe we can propose this to our top management and your student body, MPP, semua tu. Okay, you can start by you can help. You can ask them. Okay, start by. Making them know that this campaign, this practice is important and can be applied in UNIZA. And at the same time, maybe in the peringkat faculty, in faculty level, okay, maybe Felcom or IPRMSA, alright, or other student bodies, okay, you can start slowly from the faculty. Yeah, you can start from one batch to another, promote this at your batch mate first, okay, and then your top management, the policy to, of course, that doesn't come from us, but the practice, of course, we can do it even without the official policy. We don't have to wait for official surat berkeliling to bring our own container. Kan? You are doing this event, I think you can use this platform as the what do we call that? As an alternative to tell people, to tell the students to bring their own container when they go to the cafe. Okay, of course, if we have the official policy by the top management, Alhamdulillah, which it will be better. But we don't have to wait for that. We as a students, in case kat cafe tu tak kata pun bring your own container, but you bring your own container. Mungkin makcik tu satu hari nanti, oh jimat duit daripada beli plastic bag kan, biar suruh dia orang bawa sendiri lah. Okay, save dah. Budget kan. So memang boleh sangat. Sangat boleh.
Betul, madam. The makcik can also increase their profits, right, madam?
They can increase by 1 cent or 2 cent, but profit is still a profit, right?
Yes, madam. Money is still money. Yes.
Yes. So if there are people mungkin peniaga-peniaga makanan yang ada tengok ni, next time boleh buat bring your own container. Siapa yang bagi bring your own container tu bagi lauk lebih sikit.
Betul, madam. If that is so, I will
encourage them, right?
Yes, madam. A very good encouragement, madam. This is the question, madam. Do you agree that by using an interesting abbreviation like BYOC can grab pupils' interest to join the campaign?
Yes. I think why not? We have to look at who's your target audience. Okay, if the target audience is people your age, I think the abbreviation like BYOC tu is something catchy, suits you. Okay, but if your audience is the more elderly, so maybe you can use a different approach. Whatever it is, you have to find that uniqueness. Okay, maybe BYOC tu is one unique term. Alright, and then people your age, your era, your generation feel it's catchy and they feel that okay, we want to participate, to influence them, right? But for people like my age, maybe we don't really focus much on BYOC. I think tu K-pop lah, malah lah nak tengok. Contoh kan. So you have to use, you need to know your audience. Same goes to the marketing, you need to know your audience. So the same way is applied in the campaign practices. You need to know who's your audience. BYOC tu yang use the abbreviation tu is one of the strategy that you can apply. Of course, there's a lot of other strategy that you can use lah. Yeah? Alright. Strategic com kan? Gitu.
Madam. Suddenly remember everything, madam. Another question. What can parents do to influence their children to save the environment? As a parent.
Rotan.
Madam.
No lah, I'm just kidding, people. No, actually, as I said earlier, led by example. Of course, it's easier for the parents to educate the children compared to the children to educate the parents, kan? It's easier lah, maybe it's easier in our culture. But of course, I'm not saying that our parents ni stubborn ke apa, tak nak dengar cakap. No, tak. Tapi in our culture, sometimes bila kita as a younger people, we want to educate the elderly, of course, bukan kata tak boleh, tapi kena orang kata apa bahasa Melayu dia, kena gaya, kena cara, something like that lah, right? But for the parents to educate the children, it's way orang kata apa better lah, bukanlah better, because of course lah it's more easier to influence our children, kan? So what parents like me can do, okay? What parents like me, we have children, our younger children, parents yang ada elder children pun, maybe what they can do, contoh pergi sekolah bawa bekal, kan? They put in the container, okay? Encourage your children to do recycling activities, okay? For example, maybe you can start at home. When you throw your sampah-sampah kat rumah tu kan, you dah asingkan siap-siap dah. Okay, let's say this is you makan nasi, lauk-lauk, sisa-sisa makanan in one container, kotak-kotak in one container, plastik air ke apa plastik ke in one container. kertas-kertas in one container. You teach your children to do that, okay? Maybe, and after that, make it a normality to do the recycling activity. So it's easier when you already apa tu nak kata apa, categorize ke, asing-asingkan sampah tu lah bahasa Melayunya, okay? Put a mini recycling. Yes, exactly. I remember there's one advertisement, there's one campaign on recycling tu. Memang dia tunjuk kat dalam TV tu. Dia asing-asingkan sampah tu. The mini recycling activity. Once a week ke, once a month ke. Untuk benda-benda kering ni boleh lah once a month dia pergi recycle ya. Yang nasi sisa makan tu once a month terbalik laptop aku. Sisa-sisa makan tu. Sisa-sisa makan, contoh you can do it as a compost. Kan, baja. Another activity that you can do is planting, tanam pokok. Ni kalau kawan-kawan I dengar ni, I cakap pasal tanam pokok, they would laugh because I'm not the kind of person who likes to plant, orang kata apa, to do the planting activities tu. I tak suka tanam pokok. Tapi it's a really good activity because not only it helps to, orang kata apa, the climate change kan, sebab ada apa, keluarkan apa, carbon dioxide yang akan help with the I don't know, CFS. Chloromonocarbon tu ke apa kan.
CFS, yes.
I'm not saying that plant tu, pokok-pokok tu keluarkan chloromonocarbon, itu kilang-kilang asap motor, asap kereta Tapi at least they release the carbon dioxide tu akan help the environment tu lah kan ya. So if you do the planting activity with your children and then sisa-sisa makanan tu you can use that as a compost. Okay? Nah. Itulah dia among the activities that you can do. Okay, and then of course you pergi, do not only wait on Saturday to bring your recycle bag when you do groceries shopping kan. Bring it every day. Your children growing up looking at what you do and then they will follow what you do lah kan. If you do the wrong thing pergi plastik buang puk mata tu, anak pun esok puk mata buang kan. But if you carry the recycle bag, bring the recycle bag, anak-anak pun tengok do the recycle bag. I remember this as a parents kan. Bento box, yes, bento box. Ini mak yang rajin lah. Mak ni bento box bawa bekal. Makcik, bento kan untuk saya. Itulah dia Tapi I salute lah untuk mak-mak rajin yang sempat diorang buat bento box tu cantik. I tengok sayang nak makan kan Okay, another one, talking about parents' role in educating the children. I remember this one. I don't know if I can mention about the IG name, boleh ke? Instagram name. Do you know the Family UK? Yang Fatimah who lives in UK, Kecil Kelantan tu. Okay, the Family UK. Yeah. I remember this one post from Mrs. Mom ke Mr. Dad, I tak ingat lah. Dia kata, okay, the parents never ask them to every time before or every time after their prayers, their solat, they would minta maaf from one another. And then growing up, they saw their parents do that. But the parents never ask them to do that. Tak pernah kata, okay now awak anak-anak minta maaf sesama sendiri. No. But the children see the actions. And then dia dah terbiasa tengok kan. And then they practice. And then now that they, husband and wife pun never tell the children to, you know what, you kena minta maaf. Abang kena minta maaf. Fatimah dengan Ali kena minta maaf after solat. They didn't do that. But the children see what they do. And then they follow the actions. So I think this is a good way to influence your children. Everything start at home kan. We cannot put the roles to educate children to your teacher, to your lecturers, to the friends, and people out there, to the media only. No, but it's actually we parents as well. It's a start of everything. InsyaAllah lah kan. InsyaAllah. Gitu. Habis lama ni kena cycle back.
Okay, madam. I like to hear your thoughts, madam.
Yeah?
It's true, madam. Everything start at home. It becomes habit, right, madam?
Yes, exactly. Habit. Betul. I'm living in a hostel.
I'm living in hostel. I will be senior next year. Can you suggest some activities can we conduct for junior and do activities in school? I think this is about environmental activities, madam.
I see, environmental activities. Okay, you can start by planting trees at your hostel corridor. Betul tak? Yeah? Apart from bringing your Tupperware tu, minta kat mak Tupperware hujung-hujung tahun ni kot lah ada discount kan. The pink one is really nice. My husband, if you're watching this, the purple one is also nice, right? The Tupperware one.
Please buy for Madam Gigi.
Okay, all right. So maybe you can start. Okay, apart from planting trees, maybe you can start by encouraging your junior, okay, to bring their own container. If if you have the peruntukan, the budget, maybe you want to do certain activities, or maybe if you can get sponsors, let's say you want to do a campaign, you can try to get sponsors. So maybe you can prepare a container to be distributed uh, at the cafe area for the people who go to buy food lah kan, so they can reuse the recycle container tu, okay, the container. Okay, at schools, okay, apart from giving talk, semua ni budak-budak dia dengar talk saya apa kan, dia tak dengar. Apart from pertandingan mewarna, dia mewarna je kan, it doesn't really create that kesedaran tu, the awareness tu. Maybe you can, do this kind of activities. Maybe you can do many environmental activities. One more thing that I forgot. Maybe you can ask your junior do a program, pergi tepi laut, kutip sampah ke apa ke, and at the same time educate the public that yang pergi sampah pula dah, yang pergi tepi laut ke pergi tepi sungai tu to manage their trash accordingly, bukan buang sampah merata macam tu je. That's among the activities that you can do. Okay?
Yes. That's a good activity, madam, to encourage environmentalists, right, madam?
Tapi nak tanam pokok dekat hostel tu, you have to ask the management dululah. Kalau tak, nanti kena kejar you. Tak jamin.
Suddenly there's a tree growing in front of their dorm. Oh,
Yes.
madam.
Please plant durian tree, it's a good investment. You can be talking durian in 10 years time. Apart from saving the environment with the, carbon apa benda ni tu, at the same time you can be rich.
Yes, madam. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam, for everything, for your wisdom and thoughts about environmental and communication. And I can see how these two actually related now. Environmental communication, yeah. Wisdom activities, madam. All right, madam. Thank you very much.
Alright, no
And the
problem.
rest, please comment down below and say thank you to madam now.
Alright, thank you everyone. Thank you for inviting me. Wisdom tu taklah sangat kan, ya. But just to
It's
share
still wisdom,
some
madam.
experience, ya. Okay, that's all. Je tanya pula.
Madam, you still want more?
One more.
Thank you, madam. It feels great
Okay.
talking to you about this. Oh,
Right, thank you.
bye-bye, everyone. Thank you
Bye.
to madam. Oh, thank you, Gigi. Amazing.
Bye.
Bye.
Dia macam mana nak keluar ni? What should I do? I press the leave button, right? I press the leave button here, right? Betul?
I think so. Yeah, I think so, madam.
Yeah.
Madam. Assalamualaikum, madam.
Waalaikumsalam. Bye-bye.